Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So Chalon's finals are upon us. And I want to show you just how broken and unbalanced the game is. I feel like I can predict all 6 finals. I have no idea about any of them. Full disclosure, the only thing I do know is that no one in USA Alliance was complaining or saying anything. No one was making fun of them in my Discord today, so I'm going to assume they won. I don't know. And then I also heard rumors that Vidge won. I didn't know. I didn't actually hear they won. I just heard they were sending 9,800 archer attack, and I'm just going to assume that means they destroyed everybody today and they won with that. So let's go to it. So if I can predict who's going to win every single one of these Chalons, this game is busted. Like, it's supposed to be a competition. Evony, don't you think close competition spurs spending? Like, if people have a chance? So we're going to go to C6 first, and I'm going to guess that USA is in there, ATB is in there, and the only thing I know is that POB is not there, but I would have guessed them. But I don't know who they played in the semifinals, but I know that they had a matchup where they lost and they weren't happy. That's the alliance with Lifestealer. Someone told me in a private message that they obviously expected to make finals. Let's just leave it at that. So I'm going with ATB, USA, and I don't know anyone else. And I know that POB didn't make it, but I would have guessed them if I didn't know that. So let's take a look. Okay, so I got 50%, and I guess Shield and Continental. I hope they put on a good show. I don't know them, but I'll keep them in mind for future guesses. So I got 50% correct there. So C5, and I'm going with USA for the victory. C5 this is the one with Saigon. I think they're by far and away the best. And then the only one else I know there who is good is Theria. And after that, I'm not sure on anyone else. So I'm going with those two. And Neo Matrix. Do I want to guess? I might as well guess Neo Matrix because I don't know anyone else there, and I just know that he's obviously amazing, right? So let's take a look at C5. We got Saigon, we got Theria. Oh, I have heard of EOS, but I can't think of a specific player on the team. And then it looks like Neo finished in 7th. Okay. So I got 50% there, and I'm very confident that Saigon is going to win, and quite easily. So now we're going to go to C4, and is it PPK or PKK has won like 4 straight. So I got to guess them. And then I think there's also The Alliance, THE, and a God Alliance. So I'm going to guess those as 3 of my 4. And I'm going to go with PKK for the victory in the finals. So let's take a look and see how I did on C4. Okay, PKK lost. They're in 6th place. Okay, upset. Let me know in the comments who knocked them out. That's very interesting. Okay, so they got knocked out. I have heard of FNL also. So I got 50% of them, but I have to be honest here. I have no idea who's going to win this because PPK was my choice. But given the point structure of 10 million points, 2 million more than everybody else, I think WH is going to win. But no matter who wins here, this goes against my argument. So this is a loss. So I feel correct on C6 and 5 and incorrect on 4. So I guess this gives life to everybody in Evony that one of the behemoths has been toppled over. The PPK has lost. So now we're going to go to C3. And this is a team that has never lost a single match in Chalon's history. You have to basically say, pound for pound, they are the champs. So C3 WDF, and I'm not sure who else they would even be against, but I'm going to go with them, and I'm going to go with them for the victory as well. And they are there, WDF. Oh, you know what? I have heard of Vanguard. My apologies. I would have guessed you. I remember before I started this thinking there's an alliance that their name is an exchange traded fund, like New York Stock Exchange, and it's the Vanguard Fund. And I should have guessed them. I thought they were C4, but I guess they are C3 now. I would have guessed them. But either way, we won't give myself credit. Doesn't really matter. WDF is probably very likely to win. However, I will take note that they are 1.8 million points behind Raw, and I did use that as a reason to pick the winner on C4, but I think WDF is going to win. So now we're going to go to C2, and C2 is okay, so I'm going to go hands down right now. Obviously, I'm going to pick Dirty Trash Pandas, DTP, and Vidge. Okay, so I got two that I'm very confident in. NFG I would have picked, but they eliminated themselves by forgetting to sign up. they you have to sign up your players Friday night before, and one of the weeks in the first 4 rounds they forgot to. So they did not advance. I would have thought maybe they could overcome that and get 3 straight wins and make it, but I guess not. So I don't think they're going to be in it. I think I remember hearing they got eliminated. So after this, I'm going to go with Ice Alliance. However, they did, I think their best player, Aaron. I don't think he's playing anymore, but I heard he fills and maybe plays with them. So maybe he played this round. So I'm going to go with DTP, Vidge, Ice. And I would normally go with Valhalla, Big T, and Baby Bear. But apparently they ran into Vidge in an earlier round and on one of those bad matchups where you're unlucky and they got eliminated. So that's my guesses, DTP, Vidge, and Ice, and I don't know who the other one would be. DTP, Vidge, Akusokuzan, and The Couch. Okay, so I remember playing TTC in my old alliance, so I do remember them. And where's Ice? There they are, 18th place. So they did not qualify. I've heard of ATM also. So I don't know what happened to them other than they lost, obviously, their top player. But obviously the Keep's still around. But I understand the difference when someone else plays. Oh, more Alliance, MOR. You know what? If I would have thought of them, I would have gave them a guess also. But, it's hard to remember every team. Either way, pretty obvious. Vidge is going to win this. It's going to be, I think like their 7th straight. That's like 2.5 years of domination. So, Evony, your balance is affected. Or unaffected. Like, it's just a problem. So now C1. This is probably the most easily predictable one. Maybe just because I have knowledge. Maybe because it's the granddaddy of all. And the most important Chalons. It's got all, the entire alliance of every alliance in here is 100 billion. I think each alliance is like 4 trillion in size. So I'm going to guess RSP, NEF, GOT, and I believe that C-Bone has left the game. So CDI won't be in here anymore. So then I'm going to go with HOT. Let's see how well I did. RSP, NEF, 1. And GOT and HOT is in 5th. Where did CDI end up after losing C-Bone? I guess they're not even close. Anyways, and Josh. I think Josh has gone too. Big factor. Anyways, One Alliance. Man, they are like a forgotten alliance who's always around. Like, I think they missed the Chalons finals last time. But other than that, they've made like, let's say, 8 out of 10 Chalons finals. Straighted on it. Anyways, back to the point. Yeah, super predictable game, Evony. You got to balance this out somehow. Maybe you could do some reverse servers or some proper server merges. I don't know. You got to figure it out, though. Figure out your shit and make this game more competitive. Prediction for C1 is RSP should win. Like, if I had to bet money, I'm going to bet on RSP. Let's see what happens. But cheering for Neff. Let's hope that an upset can happen. But I think that this, my predictions here proves my point. And let's see how I do after this. So there you go with my predictions. Let's see what happens. Let me know in the comments who you think will win all 6 continents. And like, subscribe, leave a comment.